Treachery was bred by the old Phoenician foe, the Amorites, which made them unable to send expeditions to retake back the northern kingdoms. The new leader of the Phoenician League, Abimilku, the king of Tyre, went for the enemy city of Samura and gave battle there, where their king, Tupiteshub, died. Although victorious, the city could not be taken, as Abimilku wished, and so the war dragged on, and it would do so for many more years. Abimilku began his march back to his kingdom, where he received news that Sidon was being sieged by a small Amorite force. Meanwhile, a new leader of the Amorite coalition had been chosen. Pendeshina, a veteran of the old Phoenician wars and king of Kadesh, was beginning to muster new troops to take the Canaanite southern kingdoms. Upon reaching from the mountainous path of Gebal, Abimilku defeated the Amorites, sending them back to their lands. Using this opportunity, Abimilku rested his tired troops and settled his affairs of his city, while at the north, the Amorites were making their next move. Pendeshina sent his general, Aziru, to attack the Phoenicians, where he separated his forces into two. The largest went to siege Gebal, while the smallest, commanded by Aziru himself, went through Sidon. Its king, Zimreda, seeing the small army in his lands, went himself with a small contingent to repel the enemy. Both armies were not able to repel the other off, and after some days of skirmishing, both decided to back off, ending the engagement in a draw. By 1275 BC, Abimilku called upon the kings of Sidon and Gebal to rally their armies and retaliate against the Amorites. They decided to go through the mountainous path of Sidon, where Aziru tried to block them from passing towards their own border of Arca. Pendeshina, coming from the mountains, also tried to block them, but the Phoenician army was better prepared to continue the march. Aziru retreated back to the city of Haka, where its king, Malakhili, would support him with his own army. The Phoenicians marched straight to Haka, where they began to siege it, hoping to sack the city from its riches. Away from the dangers of battle, the princes of Sidon, Gebal, and Tyros had come of age. The young princes Hayab, Ribada, and Bahal, respectively. These ones being the future kings heirs to their fathers, while their younger brothers, Mikuli, Yapahu, and Abibahal, might be declared heirs to their thrones, or having to forge a new kingdom by the opportunities of war. Along with his youths was the two sons of Amitamru, the deceased king of Arwad, of which Ibiranu is the pretender of its throne. By spring of 1274 BC, Malakili sailed from his city, confident in superior numerical advantage, with a small contingent reinforcing his army. Although outnumbered, the Phoenicians were confident over the quality of their troops. The battle first started with Malak Hili facing Hiram, the king of Gebal. The other Phoenician kings hurried to support him against the Amorite army before they were defeated. Malak Ili too, along with Aziru, forced marched their armies to get their enemies unprepared for their assault. The Amorites had in their service a unit of Shardana warriors, infamous for their piracy on the Mediterranean, but experienced and hardy as mercenaries. The Phoenicians made a strong defensive line, hoping to hold the strong Amorite charge. Malakili used his vast army to surround Iran's forces, forcing them back. But with the arrival of the other Canaanite kings, the Amorites had lost their will to fight and began to retreat, losing the Battle of Arka. Having won the battle, the Phoenicians decided to go back to their kingdoms, since the enemy was able to retreat back to the walls of Arka, prolonging the war between the two peoples. But on the next chapter of this story, you shall see the conclusion of this conflict in this other realm.